Hello everybody, Tyrone the God 3 here, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Reviews. Today we'll be doing the review of episode 64, Revere Him, Praise Him, Fusion Zamasu's Explosive Birth. Oh boy, this episode was sloppy. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. A bunch of people in the comments, I'm sorry. You guys are great fans, but that's how I feel. It was sloppy. It's a sloppy episode. That's how I feel. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad episode per se, if that makes any sense. It was sloppy. It was really sloppy to me. I think it was a really just all over the place episode. I think we're reaching the end point of the saga, and Dragon Ball Super's running into the same problems that Dragon Ball Z Buu saga ran into, where they're not quite sure how they want to end this or what's gonna happen next, so they're just writing as they go. At least that's what it feels like. I'll give you an example. In the Majin Buu saga, why did Gotenks exist? Somebody in the comment section, please answer why Gotenks existed. Other than powering up Majin Buu, what did Gotenks do? What did he do? He was gonna kill him, and what happened? The fusion ran out. So then what ended up happening? Gohan ended up turning into ultimate mode. So Gotenks wasn't even necessary. They did this whole fusion thing, and Gotenks isn't even used in any of the fights following after Majin Buu. Except for what? Fusion Reborn? That movie where he killed a couple of Ghost Hitler's ghost army? Seriously? The thing that Goten and Trunks could have done by themselves? Yeah, just redundant. Gotenks was useless against Purple Vegeta. It's just and then Gohan got his ultimate form. Okay, cool. Maybe this will do it. Nope. I already bring this up in my Majin Buu saga review. You can already look at my Majin Buu saga review, and you'll see the problems I have with the Majin Buu saga, and it feels like we're doing that again. I already knew that Zamasu and Black were gonna fuse. That crap was obvious the minute Gowasu told Zamasu, yo, if we switch our earrings, we'll fuse on accident, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. Oh, they remembered that the fusion happens. I can't see how this'll not come back later with Zamasu and Black both wearing Pataras. So I knew it was gonna happen. But it feels to me like they're not quite sure what's gonna be the resolution. And here's what I mean by this. We go into the episode, and Black fights off against Vegeta, and he goes, yo, I know how you've been getting stronger. It's because you're angry, I guess. So your anger fuels you. Well, I'm going to start getting angry now. And he makes a giant purple scythe, and he cuts through the fabric of time and space, and Vegeta goes, what's that? And his response is the most dumbest writing, unsure answer I've ever heard in my life. It's, yeah. Black literally goes, I don't know. He doesn't go, like that, but he's like, I'm not quite sure what that attack was. Like, really? 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 Not even the character doesn't know what he's doing now? Is that where we've gone? And then, Goku and Zamasu fight. And then after that, Trunks gets to working to fix the pot. And the plan is that they use the Mafuba on Zamasu. Unfortunately, Goku doesn't even bring the jar with him, or they don't even bring the jar to Goku, and Bulma's like, okay, here's the deal, we're going to Trunks, you're gonna use the Mafuba, which is a kick in the balls, cause it took Goku all night to learn that move, and Trunks learns it in a matter of minutes. That's sloppy. I don't like that. I'm sorry, I don't. It's a bad move on my part. First of all, Trunks already has a large arsenal of attacks, doesn't even use Burning Attack or Finish Buster, attacks that are actually his. But he knows a large amount of moves. You mean to tell me they're also going to teach him the Mafuba? Then what was even the point of Goku learning the Mafuba? This was kind of funny though. Trunks learns the Mafuba by watching this video of Piccolo doing it, kind of like a tutorial video. Or basically Trunks is learning the TM, so I think I'll name this TM68 Mafuba. But yeah, so Trunks learns the Mafuba that way, and when Trunks uses it, Bulma buys some time by, flirting with Zamasu, giving Trunks the time to learn the Mafuba in fucking 5 minutes. Yeah. Then later she ends up getting held up in the air like she's about to get killed, kind of like how Future Boma got killed already. Trunks gets pissed, uses the Mafuba on Zamasu, and Zamasu sealed up. While this is happening, Goku and Vegeta wind up fighting a bunch of black clones. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know how to explain that. And Black just sits there while Goku and Vegeta fights the clones, and that's irritating as hell, because it's like, guys, are you serious? Goku and Vegeta are vulnerable now. This gives you a perfect opportunity to kick the crap out of both of them while they're fighting illusions. But he's like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to sit and wait. Seriously? So then afterwards, Goku realizes that Zamasu's presence isn't as potent as it is. So he goes to check to see what's going on. Goku can't use the instant transmission because, the energy that the large warp hole is giving off is disrupting the flow or something. So Goku and Vegeta teleport back, and they're back. And when they make it back, they see that Zamasu was sealed up in the Mafuba, but he comes out of the Mafuba jar because they left the goddamn spell tag in the present. Are you fucking shitting me? What was the point of the spell? What was the point of Goku or Vegeta or Trunks learning the Mafuba in the first place if the Mafuba can't even seal up Zamasu because they left the goddamn spell tag in the present? Why? Was it to tease us that they had a ability to defeat Zamasu when they fucked up? It doesn't make any sense. So, obviously, as a last ditch resort, Black and Zamasu switch their ear rings and they end up fusing into Black Zamasu or Zamasu Black. And the episode basically ends, and that even makes me a little pissed off because the last episode ended with a preview of the next episode, which is the episode I'm reviewing right now, and the preview ends with that, the reveal. This episode ends with the reveal. So basically, they already spoiled the ending to an episode that was gonna happen a whole week. Knowing that the fusion was gonna happen, and what happens after they fuse? The episode ends. You might as well have just watched the preview. There was no point in even going through the nonsense. So, there was some moments I liked. Don't get it twisted. I didn't hate the episode. Just, the writing is sloppy. The writing is too sloppy. We're reaching the end game. And if you watch Geekdom stuff, you'll be known that Goku and Vegeta will probably fuse to Vegito. So it'll be a fusion versus fusion fight. Ugh. I don't like the fusion. I hate all fusion characters. They waste time. Gogeta didn't waste time on Janemba, but that's a movie. Of course, they were advertising the fusion, so of course he had to win and one-shot him. But this is just silly. This is silly. So, the next episode, the preview doesn't even show Vegito, so they let you know that Vegito probably won't show up for another 2 episodes, where he'll be previewed on the next episode and then shown off, and then they'll finally fight 3 episodes from now. It's just, this episode was sloppy. I didn't like the fact that Trunks learned to move really fast and it took Goku a long time to learn it. I don't like the fact that Black isn't even sure of what he's doing anymore. I don't like the fact that the Mafuba was completely pointless after both of them just learned it really fast, even though Piccolo and other characters knew it. It felt really unsure of itself. But the next episode is 65, Final Judgment, the Supreme God's Ultimate Power. So, I'll see you all then, everybody. Tyrone the God 3 out. I'm sorry if I made this sound really negative. It's just, I don't like when writing gets really sloppy like that. Hopefully they can pick it back up later. Hopefully the payoff for the big fusion fight is really good to make up for it. So, see you all then. Tyrone the God 3 out. Hey everybody, yeah, I know what you're thinking. What? This is where the video ends and you hear the dun 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 dun. Yeah, but that's not happening because I need to reiterate for a few minutes on what I'm talking about before I just come off of this review seeming like I'm just a negative Nancy. I need to reopen the eyes of the expectations that are put up when I see an episode like this. And people will come at me in the comments and say, but Tyrone, this happens, or what? How can you criticize this when this has happened before in this saga, or something? Dragon Ball means a lot to me. It is my favorite anime. I know I do a lot of Pokemon stuff on this channel, but that's mostly because of the fact that there's actually a community who I communicate with frequently over Pokemon things. If there was a Dragon Ball Z community that I was able to get in contact with more, I've tried to get in contact with like Geekdom and Quaman and the others, to no luck. I've accepted the fact that they're too big for me. Like, I've tried several times. I probably won't be able to do a crossover with them anytime soon unless I get really lucky or really big at some point. But long story short, I can take this back to a saga that is my favorite. One of the reasons I love Dragon Ball Z so much, actually. The Android Saga, or the Cell Saga as most people call it. In the Cell Saga, there are things that are shown to be similar to, oh, this could have beaten the villain, but this happened. The most noticeable thing is Krillin not pressing the button, but then again, we see that Krillin has feelings for Android 18, and it's understandable that Android 18 and Android 17 didn't ask to be androids. Dr. Gero basically killed them and forced them to be androids, so Krillin's feelings got in the way. But that's something that's within Krillin's character. And then Vegeta's arrogance was within his character, which is why he let Cell become perfect, to give him a chance to test his newfound powers, because semi-perfect Cell was just way too easy. But during the entire time, Gohan was always built to be the hero of that saga. Gohan was always foreshadowed to be the end-all, be-all successor to Goku. This was from the beginning of the saga all the way towards the end of that saga. Even towards the beginning of the series when he went all ape shit on Raditz and Vegeta and Frieza and all of those other fighters. Like, the ending was already seen, but it was subtle in a way that we didn't quite expect when it was going to happen until now. Like, Dragon Ball Z crafted itself in a way to make us know that if you dig deep, you'll find a solution, but not quite one like that, and it was a shocker to everyone. And in the end, it wound up being the solution. They had no problem with letting Gohan be the star, letting him be the solution, the end-all, be-all. Dragon Ball Super is doing exactly what the Buu Saga did and just threw some stuff together. So, with that said, sorry about being negative, but that's how I feel. See you all then, everybody. Tyrone the Guy 3 out.